One of the things that's fun about working on a show for 5 years is that characters get to change dramatically. Like last year with Eric losing his memory and getting to see a whole other side of him, and this year with Tara. It was a fun thing to try to show how the world looks from a freshly new vampire perspective, and that's something that we hadn't actually done in 5 years on the show. I think it's exciting. I think it opens a lot of doors for the character. I think Retina's doing a really great job.
She